Hello there, people. It is I, Slimy Cat, bringing you a third mark replay in the Leo PTA. Just giving a heads up, it's not a very exciting game until it gets about halfway when I actually start doing something. I was very indecisive and unsure what to do and where to go because I was so close to third mark. I didn't want to do something stupid, basically. So I played it safe. So if you want to skip back halfway where things start getting interesting, I'll start actually hitting stuff. Feel free. Otherwise, just sit back and relax and watch this. If you can relax to this, I don't know. The Leo PTA is a tank I was quite keen on getting third mark on and been chasing it for a while. The second mark was no problem. The third mark, when I started going for the third mark, I got to like 90% and I just plateaued there. And after a while of trying more, I kept averaging like 1.3k damage. 1.5, sorry, instead of my usual 3k plus. So I took a couple of months break and came back to it with my friend, platooned. We're just generally platooning. He's not in the platoon to help me or anything, just thought I'd try the Leo whilst I'm platooned and in a good mood. He managed to mark E's as well. We were both playing Leo PTAs. He marked E's and he kind of gave me the determination to mark mine, and this is the battle. So yeah, I took a couple of months break because I was just struggling to perform in it. Come back to it, and after that break I started doing like 5-6k damage on average in the battles. So it just goes to show you that if you're struggling to get your marks up after a while, just take a break from the tank and come back to it at a later time. It might be a tad easier to mark, or you just might be more refreshed with it, not burnt out with the tank, that you actually start performing better like I did in this. But yeah, like I said, it's not a very interesting game. Very indecisive, trying to play it safe. Wait for targets to present themselves instead of me going out to find the targets, because knowing my luck, if I do that, I'd probably get one shot in my Raptor or something. So yeah, I'm very passive and cautious, which I know is not great, but in the time, even now watching the replay, I can't even think what I could have done better. Because I'm still, even watching this, my mind's still set into the be cautious, be careful, and just try and farm damage once it presents itself. So for me going after it, in this thing anyway. So yeah. Otherwise, there's not really much to commentate on. I just thought I'd give you a brief lowdown of my PTA experience. It being my favourite tier 9 as well. It's my first tier 9 3 mark tank as well, which brings the total to 6 or 7 MOEs. Let me see. I marked the T67, the ELC AMX, or the AMX ELC, Indian Panzer, the IS-3, T50-2, or T-50-2. Am I missing anything out? Oh, and a Cromwell. Yes, I thought of that. Yes, the Cromwell. So yeah, I've done all the tanks in the game. Like, I've got all tech trees done, all RTs, everything. So there's not much really more for me to do in grinding wise for tanks. So just getting used to marking now, trying to learn to get my consistency up, my map awareness and positioning up. Whereas in this game I probably didn't show a great example of that. That's mostly because I just wanted to play it safe. But I'm hoping that when I get better, I'd actually be more more passive aggressive. Let's say that. Be more active, proactive and stuff. But it's not easy with my ADHD brain and just racing all sorts of ideas at me and just can't single one out. So this is where it starts getting a bit more interesting now. I start actually getting involved now that I can better understand the map now with the tanks that's left. One thing I will say about the marking business that actually is probably the only best thing about it is that sure you gotta know how to play the tank, obviously, to get that, and you gotta be consistent. The good thing about marking is that win or lose, it doesn't matter at all as long as you get that damage out. And so you're a little more frustrated from losing or winning. Oh, well, losing, should I say. Who gets frustrated over winning, right? Some players do, actually. I've seen some complain, calling noob and everything, even though you've just helped carry the game. And it's like, why? I just helped you win the game? What was the point? Anyway, I digress. I probably should have had HE loaded really, but I was so focused on getting the marks, I just said load full APCR. So we're coming to the end of the replay. I played stupid here, I think, towards this thing, but I didn't really matter. I think I could have took a hit from him. I don't have the this grill yet. Technically, I've got all tanks where I can purchase them, but not in the garage. I've got a few tier 10s and stuff. So yeah, I'm crap at memorising the damage output and stuff, and I don't really want to memorise it, because then if I memorise the damage output and get low rolls consistency, it pissed me off more. So yeah, this is the last kill on the RT, which helps bolster the MOE and gives me the 3rd mark. Hope you enjoyed the game. I try to keep talking so it's not too boring for me being so indecisive and stuff. I should be saying how I'm thinking all the stuff, but I really can't say much on that regard, just being idle. Yeah, hope you enjoyed that replay, and I'll see you later.